brackets are going to be for a grade. This one is 416, and this is a brief help. Oh, sometimes this is 17. We're doing this tomorrow. This is a brief help page because I am taking this for a grade. This is individually and silently. So for the monster genetics, you have your genotypes, which in this case are letters. And then you have your phenotype here, which is going to be the color. So for genotype for Mike is going to be, and I just realized that they have the names written here. The genotypes for Mike is going to be big G, little g, and he has a green body, which means he has the dominant trait of green, but whatever little g represents is probably a different body color. So number one, which of Mike's traits are heterozygous, meaning one upper and one lower case letter. Which of Mike's traits are homozygous recessive, meaning two smaller, I guess I should have used lowercase, two smaller, lowercase. And then which of Sully's traits, now we're looking at this creepy looking guy, which of his traits are homozygous dominant, meaning two uppercase. Okay, really easy on that page. This one, given this information for monsters of Mike's species, green body is dominant to yellow body, so that little G represented the yellow body. Two toes as opposed, or two toes, you can't read, two eyes are dominant to one eye. So Mike was what was his, he had two small E's. That's the only way he can have one eye is because he has a recessive gene. Claws on toes are dominant to no claws. Four fingers are dominant to five. Looks like he's got four. So you are to draw and color, so you're going to find some of the colors, the following genotypes. So big G, little g. I would first kind of go through and say, okay, well, what is the, I forgot to do this part first. This part, you just need to color it. Is it green or yellow, green or yellow, green or yellow? And you're using that information right here. So this one, big G, little g. Well, what color body is he going to have? Okay. For the big E, so you can have two eyes or one. For two little C's, does he have claws on toes or no claws? And then four fingers are dominant to five. He's got two little F's. So these two monsters are going to look slightly different. Okay. Now for the next page, the Zork's genetics. Again, this is 417. These are all going to go into your notebook. You have your traits right here. Characteristic: tall is dominant to short. One eye is dominant to three. Lip color purple is dominant to green, and fang number 1 is dominant to 2. So you need to write the phenotype. So the physical appearance, is it going to be tall or short, 1 or 2, whatever it is based on these letters. So if I'm looking at TT, is it going to be tall or short? If I'm looking at LL, is it going to be purple or green? EE, 1 eye or 3. Big E, little e, is it going to be 1 eye or 3? Now you're writing the genotypes. So what are the genotypes? And if it is a dominant trait, there could be more than one. It could be a big letter, little letter, or it could be two big letters. And then determine the genotypes for each of the information in the chart. Purebred meaning it's homozygous. Homozygous and purebred are the exact same thing. So for purebred, tall, let's see which one I can give you on. Hybrid, 1 fang. Let's see, I will give you the hybrid for 1 fang. If it is, F is the dominant trait, so I know that it has to have at least one F, and it's hybrid, meaning one of each, FF. Okay. So here's the tall Zork named George, found love with the tall Zork named Marge. Use your information to answer these. So this is going to be a little bit more challenging, and it should be. Next page, again, you are still, in this case, you're actually creating Punnett squares. Okay, so this is supposed to be a challenge. It is supposed to be difficult, but I have faith that you'll be able to do this. And these will all go into your notebook. This first part, I know that I'm taking for an accuracy grade. These I'm taking for an accuracy grade as well.